Well, more sunshine. Lots of blue sky. Looks like a great day. Let's breathe together. Start with your posture on your back with your legs uncrossed. The bed, the floor, sofa, recliner kicked back. Or sitting in a chair with your sit bones evenly planted and your knees at 90 degrees with the feet flat on the floor, toes pointing forward. Now lift your chest and gently tuck your chin back towards your neck to straighten the vertebra and make space for the nerves and the blood and the breath to flow freely. Good. And now that you've created a little tension in the posture, notice if any has spilled over into places it's not needed. So while maintaining the posture, use your jaw as a trigger point to give you some information and help you adjust. Let the jaw go slack while you maintain the posture. It's a great way to let go of extra tension and a good trigger point to use during the day when you find yourself maybe a little more tense than you want to be. Just take that moment and a breath and notice your jaw and let it go slack. And then continue on. Good. Draw the air in through both nostrils and let the nose work its magic of filtering and humidifying and warming the air. And with one hand on your belly and one hand on your rib cage, feel your body as you pull the air down. Pull the air down so that your belly rises up. The diaphragm drops down to make room for the air to go down to the bottom lobes of the lungs where the majority of the blood flows, so that you get that perfect balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide. And keep breathing through both nostrils. Exhaling, you can exhale out through your nose or through your mouth, whichever one creates the least resistance or feels most natural. Good. Keep breathing in through the nose, that breath that brings the air down all the way to the bottom of the lungs. And now exercises to help us open the channels of that neck so that when the blood and the nervous system and the breath flows, we open it better. Do some exercises that are isometric. Take your palm and place it against your forehead and push forward with your head and push back with your hand. And in that position, breathe. And breathe 3 to 5 breaths in this position. And then release. And feel the flow that occurs when you release. That progressive muscle relaxation that occurs when we tense and release. Do that again. Bring the heel of your palm up to your forehead and push forward with your head and push back with your hand. And breathe. Breathe 3 to 5 breaths. Maintain the tension of your head and your hand. And when you've completed the breath, release and feel the flow. Now bring the heel of your palm over to your right temple, just above the right temple and the bony skull. And again, push with the heel of your palm and resist with your head and breathe. Breathe 3 breaths. Notice if there's extra tension and release it if you can while you breathe. And when you've completed 3 to 5 breaths, rest the hand down. Good. Do it again. Right hand up to the head, right above the temple on that bony skull, the heel of your palm. And now push. Push with your hand, resist with your head. And breathe. And release any tension that tries to join you that's not needed. A natural tendency may be to hold the breath when we push and pull. And so we teach our bodies how to maintain muscle tension and coordinate breath. Maybe notice your jaw and use it as a spot to help you release the unnecessary tension. Good. And now release and bring your left hand up to your head. Same spot, heel of the palm against that bony skull just above the temple, and push with the heel of the palm and resist with the head, and breathe. And notice the tension. Release what you don't need. Maintain the push of the palm and the resistance of the head and the breath. And when you've completed 3 to 5 breaths, release the hand down and feel the flow. Good. And now that simple exercise that works the 3 parts of that big muscle, the trapezius muscle. Cross your arms and rest your elbows gently in your hands, and rest your arms on your belly. Keep your face forward and rotate your shoulders and your arms over to the left, and then rotate them over to the right, and coordinate it with the breath, and do it 3 times, and make sure your face is forward. And when you've completed 3, come back, keep your hands and arms in place, and raise the arms up to the level of your heart, right at the chest, and do it again. Face forward, rotate the shoulders and arms over to the left, and then over to the right. Coordinate it with your breath and do it 3 times. And when you've completed the motion, raise your arms up. Raise them up as high as they'll go. Same position, hands lightly on the elbows, face forward, and rotate the arms and the shoulders. And hands over to the left, and then over to the right. Coordinate it with your breath and do it 3 times. What a great exercise. Takes only a minute or so to do it, and there's a positive change immediately. An improvement in breathing and posture, and the positive effects are cumulative. What a great exercise. Breathe in now and bring the breath down and fill all the way to the top, and when you get to the top, take in the 3 extra sniffs, and then exhale. And let the breath flow out, and let the body lengthen and flatten. And at the bottom, 3 puffs out. And do it again. all the way in 3 sniffs, all the way out and 3 puffs. Good. Now quietly breathe and let your body rise and fall with the natural breath. It's a great exercise to begin to notice our own habits and whether we lengthen the inhale or whether we lengthen the exhale, and how that behavior changes during the day. What's your habit? Mine is to breathe in too much. And so I notice and adjust. Try it. Good. Now continue breathing that natural breath and letting your body rise and fall. Knowing that with each breath you're stimulating, activating that vagus nerve and building vagal tone, which supports you during the day. And affects you physically and emotionally. And as you build the vagal tone, you build a safe place inside. Focus this morning right at the center of your chest. And as you breathe and build the vagal tone, build that inner space that you can come to, that's comfortable and safe. And as you breathe, let that space radiate outward. So instead of the world pushing on you, you're radiating outward on the world around you. Your calm, your safety, what a great space. Breathe and build it. And add the hum, or the ooh-ah, or the whistle, to amplify the effect. And build that inner space and radiate it outward. Good. Feel a vibration right at the center of your chest as you build with the hum and the breath. Maybe a whistle. And may the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Have a great day.